Hey there, got my way here, and we are working on some leash work outside. It's the first time that we've done this, which is really cool. She's doing really good, but as you can see, she's pulling right now, so I will not be going forward. That is the number one rule with leash walking. Good girl, is that if there is any tension on that leash, you are not rewarding it by going forward. A few things to notice before we move on is that Mrs., she's teething. She's very interested in the world around her, so you want to be very mindful. Watch her. You really want to practice those leave it and drop it. She's picked up a few rocks. Definitely do not want her ingesting those, so just be very mindful while you're doing this stuff to continually practice leave it and drop it so that you will have a reliable leave it and drop it. But let me jump right into what we were doing so that she doesn't get bored. Good girl. I'm going to attempt to use the clicker and treat at the same time as recording. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I love working this path right here. It's very linear, which means you can really practice that heel type position. Hey, you leave it. Hey, good girl. Good job. Good girl, good job. That means that you can really reinforce her walking next to you. And the whole point here is to mark all the good steps that you like. Good girl. And she's pulling, so she will not go anywhere with this. And when she does this, I'm looking for her to return back to me. Hey. Good girl. Good job. Good job. The clicker is very key with this, marking all those good moments. She's very responsive to the clicker. So whenever she closes the gap or is not pulling or walking next to you, we can continue to reward that. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. So she's more inclined to pull forward right now because her sister is at the end of this, and so she wants to go see what she's doing. And that's fine. That actually means that her sister can be a motivator, but she can't be pulling to get to her. Good, let's go. Good, I love constant check-ins. Come on, boy. Pulling. Good, looking back, good. Good, we're gonna go the other direction because this direction is a little bit more difficult for her right now. Good girl. Good girl, come on, boy. I'm trying to condition her to walk on just one side of me so that you don't get the crazy zigzag ordeal. Let's come away. Good. Good. Let's go. Good. Good. Let's go. Oh, she wants to go the other way. Let's go. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. You gotta leave it. Good. Good. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good. The reason why we wait to take leash walking outside is because there are so many elements to it, the distractions. You really want to have some of those other basics before you take a dog outside to practice leash work so that you know that they will work. Leave it and drop it being very key for the both of them since they're so inquisitive. Come on. Good girl. Okay, so she's kind of trying to cross me. Good. I'm just going to adjust my body shape. Come here, miss. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go. Drop the turkey right there. Good girl. She's pulling. We will go nowhere. Have her come all the way back to me. Sometimes she sits at the end of the leash, and though that's polite, it's still tension, and I want her to return. Good. Good job. Good job. Let's go. Good. Good girl. Good job. Good. So because the clicker is a little tricky, I'm just going to verbally mark everything as I'm recording. But every time that I'm saying good girl, those are moments that you're going to want to say, good girl, good job. So she tried to do the little tug alligator roll at the end of the leash just then. I'm not going to allow that. Also, I'm not going to be working her outside of the fence today just because her collar is way too loose. And if she were to wiggle, she would wiggle out of it. So it is very, very cute. However, you're going to want a little bit tighter, more snug equipment for leash walking so that she's more secure and safe. Let's go. Hey, you drop it. She's got something right now. This is a good opportunity to drop it. Good girl, good. Get rid of that. Come on, let's go. Good girl. Good job, good. Really just looking for moments that she's walking near me. Good. Staying engaged. That offered eye contact the whole time. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good. Good job. Let's go. Good girl. Let's go. Good. Good job. Good. Good. Good girl. Let's go. Come on, Moe. Good girl. Once she gets into a nice swing of several steps walking next to me, then I raise the criteria. I want her to walk even longer next to me without any distractions. Bless you. Let's go. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good job. She has wonderful eye contact during this. She is straggling behind a little bit though. So definitely to tweak some of this, you want to use some high value rewards to get her closer to you. Good. Right now we are using turkey, but she does use turkey regularly. So you will need to start experimenting with some other high value treats so that it's a little bit of a variety whenever you're working against the outdoors. Come on, miss. You got to chew. Let's go, Moe. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good. Good job. And we did touch on that automatic sit last time that we saw you. You can start seeing some of that come into play here. She was a little more hesitant than she is indoors. So always be mindful that outside is always more difficult than inside. And if you are struggling outside, to take your training back inside, work it, and then try and take it outside. Oftentimes when you want to practice outdoor training, it is really good to practice 5 minutes inside before taking it outside so that you kind of have a little bit of foundation to go off of. Good girl. But everything will start to come together as you're practicing. She is doing wonderfully holding this sit. Very proud of her. Gonna go ahead and take her inside, and if you have any questions, just let us know. See ya.